Welcome back everyone to the Complete Pineleaf. Today we are outside of the Dome of the Sun, ready to speak to Othnar here, who is likely to send me away, but we'll see what he says.
Welcome to the Dome of the Sun, where meets the Council of Gondor.
Word of your deeds is moving throughout the city like a fire in the brush. It sounds as if you have many adventures and saved many good folk from the swords and axes of evil. May you continue to do so on our behalf, worthy Warden. You have just missed a meeting of the council, but if you go within, you may be able to lend some aid to Arador, chief scribe of the council. The meetings have been contentious of late, and the number of raised voices I have heard from my position here has only increased in recent days. It seems no two voices can agree on a single course of action, for each member of the council has his own interests to look after. And can you see that we must be united if we are to survive this coming storm? Well, politicians. Ah, I am just a door ward. It is not my place to speak so. There are some in the city who speak against the council, but you will not find me speaking such sedation. All right. Well, let's see what's in there. Here we are at the Dome of the Sun. It's nice to see a dome that is in good shape. It's certainly in a lot better shape than the Dome of the Stars. Hey, it looks like there's even a dome up there. Well, at least it's properly named. A model of the White City stands in the center of the room. Yes, that is a model of the White City. Someone was busy building that, I guess. Hello there.
Yes? I wonder if you might do me a favor.
The Warden that Mithrandir speaks of. I am sorry to tell you that you have just missed a meeting of the council. See that the state in which they have left this place? I wonder if you might do me a favor. I need to finish organizing these papers. Perhaps you might gather up the rest of the notes scattered in the chambers? The members of the council are masters of their various duties, but they trust that I will note down the matters of decision and do not stay behind to ensure that I've recorded everything. I do my own duty as best I may, but I must ensure that nothing slips by my notice amid the confusion. Well, this council apparently doesn't worry about making sure that everything gets properly noted down and written before they take a vote or anything like that. I just would think so. Or maybe these are the notes from the written versions of their arguments or anything like that, and that they want them properly recorded for posterity. I don't know. I just got here. How should I know? Now, one more set of papers. Actually, there seem to be other glowing ones here, but apparently 8 is enough. So let's head back here and hand him the notes.
I am nearly ready. Let me copy these down. It will not be long.
Yes. All right, fine. There you go. Now, what am I to do while I wait for him to copy all that stuff down? He appears to be finished.
I need someone to bring these resolutions throughout the city.
There we go. I finished writing out the Council of Gondor's most recent resolution. Oh, no. These are the resolutions? They leave them scattered all over the place. Boy, is this a random council. Now, I need someone to bring these throughout the city so that the city leaders can take the appropriate action. Normally, I would send an errand writer, but if you would like to meet some of the members of the council, perhaps you would like to perform this duty? Oh, very good. Here's a stack of resolutions that will require immediate action. They're labeled with the correct recipient. Do you see? Here's the list. Yes. Torhun, the warden of the House of Healing. Um, Hecadon, the captain of the garrison. Kenapfir, the warden of coffers. And Miradil, the warden of stores. Thank you, Pineleaf. Alright, so deliver these resolutions to various leaders of the city. I have found one of the members of the council, Torkhun, the warden of the Houses of Healing.
As you know, I am the Warden of the Houses of Healing.
That was very fast, Pineleaf. Perhaps you should become an errand writer for the city. I suppose it would be difficult for you to leave the adventuring life behind, though, but prompt delivery of messages is sometimes to be prized, and you seem to be quite skilled at it. As you know, I am the Warden of the Houses of Healing. At the council meeting that just concluded, I requested an increase in supplies and goods for the use of my healers. Spare clothes, water for boiling, warm blankets. The council agreed with the principle of the request, but not to its whole extent. I have been granted an increase, but a small one. It is better than no increase at all, I suppose. We will take the blankets and clothes from evacuated houses, for their owners have no current need of them, and I will arrange for the warden of the wells to provide me with the spare buckets. Alright. Well, that is one delivered. Ah, I found the thirsty seer. And look at this, a picnic basket. I will presume that one of these is for me. Ah, well, I know I should be delivering messages, but I am a bit peckish, so I guess I better head on up and speak with Pippin. Here is the pier, that bit of the city that sticks out way at the top. Let's see how this looks. Quite long and impressive, that's for sure. And long, and long, and long. Now, Pippin said going all the way out to the end. Well, I'll certainly get my exercise for this lunch, that's for sure. Ooh, at least we'll have quite a view out here, right? Oh, that's quite a place. Ah, this looks like, well, Pippin's here, so I guess that means I got the right place there. There you go, one picnic lunch. Let's see how things look out here. Ooh, well, there's Osgiliath, not looking in very good shape, that's for sure. And the Pelennor field seems to be racked with terrible damage. Let's see, I presume, yeah, I'm pretty sure that's Osgiliath. Now, where's Harland? Oh, perhaps that's Harland over there? Ah, there we are. I guess that's Harland. Hello there.
Do not be shy, my friend. Let us dig in.
Ah, look at this delicious spread, Pineleaf. I see why Gandalf spoke so highly of the Thirsty Seer. It's his favorite tavern in Minas Tirith, apparently, and I can see why. Well, don't be shy. Let's dig in, and we can talk after we have taken the edges off our appetite. Yes, I suppose I can do that. There you go. Let's have a little bit to eat. And a little bit to drink. And a little bit something else to eat. There you go. How's that?
Why did we come here? Well, Gandalf thought... Well, you see...
Well, that's a good start, but by no means an end. I will nibble a bit while we speak, if that's all right with you. All right. Gandalf brought me here. I slept much of the way, but Shadowfax is the swiftest of his kind, and he was at a gallop for most of the journey. Why did we leave our friends behind? Well, Gandalf thought... Well, he just thought I should see Minas Tirith and all. That's all. Yes, the others had their own plans, and, he is a wizard, and, well, alright. Well, I suppose I'll have a little bit more while he decides that he wishes to say a bit more. There you go. Especially if I'm going to be running all over the city, I will need to have a little something. There. Hey?
I wasn't entirely honest with you, and I'm sorry for it.
Yes. Gandalf did not bring me to Minas Tirith without cause or as a simple sightseeing trip. I don't think anyone comes to Minas Tirith these days as a simple sightseeing trip. I know that you were not deceived, but it's difficult to speak of, and I'm still ashamed that I might have worked some harm. Not on purpose, of course. And Gandalf called me a fool once or twice, and I was right to do so, but I would never endanger my friends on purpose. See, there was this artifact at Isengard. Wormtongue threw it down from the tower, intending to do some harm to either Saruman or Gandalf, and I had saved it from rolling away into the pool. Gandalf claimed it soon afterwards, but not soon enough. I found that I couldn't stop thinking about the Dark Globe. I stole it away from the wizard when he slept, and looked into it, Pineleaf. I saw. Oh wait. You stole a Palantir. Okay, did steal it. You looked into a Palantir. I guess that will be disturbing.
I saw a tall tower and a black sky and wheeling shapes.
The wheeling shapes were like bats, but much larger and more frightening. And then I saw him, Pineleaf. He looked at me, and his voice came not to my ears, but to my mind, if that makes any sense. He asked me questions, and when I didn't answer, I felt searing pain. I told him that I was a hobbit, and his laughter was cruel. He said I would see him soon, and then Gandalf broke the spell and took me away alone. And he took away the stone. The artifact was a seeing stone, a Palantir, and Saruman had used it to communicate with his Dark Master. Gandalf would not tell me much about the stone, but it seemed to think they escape a much worse fate through a lucky chance of good fortune. I think he was right. I could not turn my eyes from the stone, and if that horrible figure had continued his questions, I know I would have answered him. What else might I have shown me in the Palantir? I can't guess, and do not wish to. This is not the sort of conversation that suits a picnic, Pineleaf. Let us clean up our food, and we can speak again back at my post. Alright. Here we go. And I will meet you back at your post. Feeling better?
There may once have been good reasons for using such stones, but no longer.
I would like to apologize for spoiling our picnic with such frightening conversations, Pineleaf. The food was delicious, and the company was excellent, of course, but I should not have spoken so much about the seeing stones and what I saw in them. Well, you didn't ruin the picnic, and I'm glad you're all right now. Well, thank you for saying so, my friend. I will give such artifacts a wide berth from now on. I can assure you of that. There may have been once a good reason for using them, as Gandalf says, but now that there's so much trouble in... Well, you know what the I mean. Now that there's so much trouble away in the east, I dare say no one should peek into those stones. Ever. I will get back to my duties now, Pineleaf. It was nice to see you again. Ah, now, I think we have a few more quests to take care of. Ah, I found Selithir, the Warden of the Coppers.
Thank you for bringing this resolution to me. I will act upon it at once.
Yes, I'm grateful that you brought the Council's resolution to me in such haste. I guess I won't speak to him about having lunch in between. Yes, and to my relief, the Council agreed with my proposal that the guard upon the treasury doors be increased. If the city is soon besieged, it seems certain, the gravest threat to the coin of the city might not be the enemies outside the walls, but the folk within them. Indeed, an unsavory group has already begun speaking out against the council and the steward, and I'm sure they would try to pilfer the treasury if given the opportunity. I thank you once again for bringing this resolution to me. Very well, that's 2 resolutions handled. Now, I need to find the other 2 members of the council, and I need to find those Blackroot brothers. Ah, here is Myrdil, the Warden of the Stores.
I am the Warden of the Stores. It is a difficult responsibility.
Ah, the council resolutions are already written, and that was very fast. It's good to see such haste, for it usually takes much longer for the orders of the council to be put into action. Everyone is worried about what lies ahead, and it spurs them to move with haste. I'm the Warden of the Stores, which means that all of the food and goods brought into the city within the scope of my duty. I find where they can be stored safely and free from theft and spoilage, and assure that the folk will need access to have it. I must confess some trepidation to you, Pineleaf. If the city is besieged, I will surely become the most hated man in Minas Tirith. The man who rations the food is never loved by the hungry. This resolution will allow me to conduct a full inventory of the stores so that I will know how much food and other supplies we have at our disposal. If the gates are sealed by war, this inventory may become very important indeed. You need a council resolution to do a full inventory? Alright. And I finally found the 4th member, the captain of the garrison. Let's see what he has to say.
I am the captain of the garrison, and I take my duty most seriously.
Yes, thank you for bringing this to me so quickly, Pineleaf. I'm the captain of the garrison, which means the training and command of the warriors in this city falls to me. I take this duty very seriously. At the latest council meeting, I spoke on behalf of my men. The garrison lacks the weapons and armor needed to mount a true defense of the city, should our enemies breach the gate. Furthermore, we simply don't have enough men. To that end, I argued that the scouts should be recalled from the Pelennor and Telethanor and put to work as part of the garrison. Parthan did not like this suggestion. When you have finished with this duty, perhaps you can see if his temper has cooled any? The council did not agree with me, and there was much sympathy for the ideas of Parthodon. Still, the Guild of Smiths has been commanded to double its production of weapons and shields, so that the men I do have can hope to have better equipment for the battle ahead. It is not everything which I wished for, but it's something at least. So it looks like every one of them wanted something, but not all of them were able to get what they wanted. Now I need to speak with the Warden of the Green. The Warden of the Green is way up in one of the higher tiers, so I will instead head out to the inn where the brothers from the Blackroot Vale are located, and that's where you're going to find me when we get back to the next episode of Complete Pineleaf.